Hello YouTube, it's Carson13 here, back again with a review of the Bugatti EB110 Supersport. Now this is a classic car in the C1 class, added in, I believe this was added in one of the AutoPacks as like the super secret car, which I managed to guess. Oops, I'm sorry. This was ages ago, and I just realised I don't think I've done a review for it. I don't remember doing one. So, let's get that out of the way right now. This is it, and the model, I believe is taken from Forza, is actually really quite good. I really like it. Getting a bit closer there. The amount of detail is very nice. It does look very good, especially on my new monitor, my new PC, running the game completely maxed out. Not really a challenge for this PC, to be honest with you. And it does look very nice in this Bugatti blue colour that I've put it in here. Now, exterior wise, we've got a roof option, which is always very nice to see, and it removes that rear wing, which I think looks really cool if it didn't leave the gaps there and sort of filled in the rear gap where the normal adjustable sort of pop-up spoiler is at the back. If it filled in that gap and then removed the two holes where that wing bolts in, that would look a lot cleaner, but because of that I tend to leave it on, although for this video's purpose I'll take it off for the better sound quality. And we've also got a rather interesting window setup, which is just the smaller slits on the inside of the window there, of the windows. I'll leave those down again for the audio quality. Now, this car is absolutely awesome addition to this game. This is the sort of vehicle that I feel like should have been in this game from the start, and the sound of it was pretty good for TDU2. It sounds very TDU2. This mod feels like it should have been in TDU2 from the start. So I'm going to start it up now. Yeah, it's got that very TDU2 sort of very, what's the word, fake sound. It doesn't sound very real, but it sounds very TDU2, and it actually sounds pretty good. I like it. There's a little blow-off valve up there. And if I hop to the interior, you'll hear what it sounds like from there. Much louder blow-off valve in here. But obviously if you put that wing back on, it thinks there's a roof up, so it will dim everything down a bit. There is a noticeable difference there with the blow-off valve, and even if you put the windows up a little bit, there'll be even more difference. That's really dulled out now, so let's open all of that back up and show you around this interior for a little bit. It's pretty sparse in here, there's not too much going on, but it is well detailed. The carbon fibre texturing on the dash looks pretty good by TDU2 standards, and the modelling itself is, again, pretty good by TDU2 standards. Up there you got all your controls and stuff, it's all there, it's pretty well detailed. It is very TDU2-esque. It's how I would expect a TDU2 interior to be. The look back is a bit awkward with that bar there where it's sort of glitching through the bodywork, but it's functional, you can see where you're going, and the seating position is spot on. Finally, a mod where the seating position is spot on. Anyway, I have taken too long to start driving this video, so let's see what it drives like. We've got the interior indicators there. And I'm probably going to completely mess up this launch getting out of here. Ooh, a little bit too much, that's okay. Right, I'm thinking about taking this mountain pass here, just to see what it's like. I've just been driving the BRZ, so I'm used to a much slower vehicle right now. And this thing is quick, 4-wheel drive, and incredibly fast. And it handles like a dream, okay, wow. Oh, I barely drive this thing, but this thing handles really well. It's really taking these curves nicely. Oh, just missed that. It's blisteringly quick, actually. It's a lot quicker than I expected it to be. I expected it to be much slower. I expected it to be sort of around, I would have said the Ferrari F430 range. It's not. I would say this would keep up with some A1 cars. This thing is really quick. Probably too quick for a road like this. I'll take it to a racetrack later, I expect. Oh my god, this thing is going to be quick in my fastest cars in TDU2 series. Oh, there's a hole. I'm kind of scared to put my foot down because this thing does just accelerate really quick. I haven't even got out of third gear yet. Now I have. Okay. I wonder how fast this thing will go up to. We'll have to test that later as well. Oh, brakes are incredibly good. Wow, that was a good save by me there. The brakes are really good. A little bit rear biased, so it did kick the tail out. Ooh. And if you're gentle and they don't tend to do much, you've got to really stamp on them. Ooh. Gonna be careful here. Ah, I just clipped it. That's a shame. That's probably like 500 grand down the pan if this was real. Ooh, cut this corner a bit. It takes fine to the curbs and bumps of cutting corners, and really, how many gears have we got? We got 6 gears, nice. And when you slow it down, it's actually pretty civilized and quiet. And yet, even in 6th gear, you put your foot down, and this thing goes. Oh my god! Even this feels quicker than the BRZ, even in 6th gear. And it's not too loud. It's really, really good for this kind of cruising, actually. I really like it. That was really badly done by me there. Okay, the revs are really quick when the clutch is engaged, so rev matching this is pretty tricky. Ooh, it's really agile. I did not expect this to be so agile. I expected this to be like a much older V1, very heavy and lumbering, but no, this thing is incredibly good to drive. Oh my god, I really like this car. Probably my new second favourite car in TDU2, just behind the Lotus Elise and ahead of the BRZ. Which is weird, a fast car is in my favourites. That's very weird for me. It just handles so incredibly well. Right, you've probably seen enough of me messing around on mountain roads now, so I think I'm going to take this to a motorway and we'll do a top speed test. We'll see what this thing can reach. Oh my god, yeah, the brakes, you do really need to stamp on them before they take effect. Like, my foot's on the brake right now, you really have to stamp on it. Anyway, right, let's take this to a motorway and see how it does in terms of top speed. Oh, I did just stall it, whoops. Right, whereabouts should we go? I'm thinking... I don't really tend to do this on that island. That looks fairly straight. Everybody does it up by the airport, but I don't want to do that. I'm thinking here and then we'll go left, and it should be straight and long enough. Right. Let's see how fast we can get this thing to go. In its 6 gears. Okay, right, we want to be taking this left. Oh my god, it flies quite well. Jesus. Okay, let's hope this isn't too bumpy so I can really put my foot down a bit. Okay, right, my foot is now completely flat to the floor. Oh, there's a bit of a curve coming up. I'm going to let it slow down because there's vehicles. Oh, looks like I've picked a bumpy road. Whoops-a-daisy. It should be okay. It handles it quite well. Also looks like it curves slightly to the right. So yeah, how fast are we going to go? This was the fastest car in the world for a very short period of time, I believe. I believe it was then next up beaten by the McLaren F1. I'm not too sure about that. It might have been the Jag XG220 that beat this. That's over 200 miles an hour now. 210. Okay, this thing's quick. 215, 217, 220, 225, 226, 227's where we're maxed out. Oh, and yes, those rear bias brakes there caused a massive accident. I was looking down at the speedo. I should not have been doing that. Okay, so 227 miles per hour I think I saw there, and it was on the limiter. That's incredibly quick. Wow, I like this vehicle a lot. This thing is absolutely awesome. Just shut it down. This thing is really, really cool. Right, let's take it to a racetrack and see how it handles that, and then I will finish up this video with my final sort of, what do I think of this as a whole. Right, where do I have any nice racetracks? Not going to take it to that one, because that's where I do my, my sort of series, and that looks like a racetrack that will do quite nicely. Right, let's go there. I don't drive this one very often, so I'm probably not going to be very good at it. Okay, it really gets off the line quick. That's a nice 0 to 60 time, even with my slightly shoddy gear changes. That was a much better one there. Oh, and it handles even these high-speed curves absolutely brilliantly with minimal steering lock there. Okay, rear bias brakes big time, causing a lot of oversteer under braking, which you'd expect from a mid-engined car. But no, this is really, really good. Oh, okay, unless you're really hard on the brakes, it doesn't like to come to a stop. You've really got to stamp on the brakes. It's something I have noticed, which is a little unusual. Something I'm sure I could get used to, though. Right. This is a very high-speed circuit. That's something I didn't realise. This has a lot of high speeds and then slowing right down. But it takes that corner really nicely and then flat out, yeah, no wheel-spin, no issues. No oversteer issues whatsoever. I really, really like this as a vehicle. Oh, I didn't know where the course was going, now I'm going to have to cut it. Okay, I do not know this course whatsoever. I should have been taking that a lot slower. Okay, right, so we've got a right-hander here, I assume. Oh my god, that's a really nasty corner, isn't it? A blind right-hander. Oh, but it's really taking everything I chuck at it like a dream. There's been no difficulty in this with the car, just with the track. Like, this car is a dream to drive, and probably, well, it's by far my favourite supercar in the game now. It's beat the Agera R in terms of supercars that I enjoy driving. Whoa, I should not have put that in first. I just need to learn this track. This is actually quite a nice track for the supercars. It's quite high speed. There's some really tricky corners. Oh, that's a nice off-camber one. Jesus. And we'll see what the brakes are like by slamming on them in a second. I'm just going to chuck it into neutral and slam on the brakes. If you really jump on them, it does come to a stop quite quickly. So what do I think of the Bugatti EB110SS? I genuinely think this is one of the greatest cars in the AutoPack. It's, in terms of how it drives, how it looks, I think the model is done reasonably well by TDU2 standards. But how it drives is absolutely phenomenal. It takes the corners with so much ease, it has so much lateral grip, and it just doesn't struggle. As long as you're careful on the brakes, you're pretty much set with this car. It accelerates like nothing else. It's, for its age as well, it's incredible, and that guy is going to be annoying over there, isn't he? So I'm going to get out of his way. Right. So, yeah, I reckon this is by far my favourite car. I forgot to do all of the lights and stuff, I'm so sorry. Right, you've got your headlights there, and I'm going to say no to this guy. And there they are at the front. You've got your indicating left, which is pretty small, hard to see. Your indicating right, there. And at the back, you've got your indicating right, your indicating left, your brake lights, your main headlights, and your reverse. So that's all of the lights there on the left. Fairly all are at the right. They're all quite nice and easy to see at the back, actually. I like that. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up. If you did not, hit that dislike and let me know why in the comments below. I finally got that right. I said comments, not description. Good me. Good on you. If you would like to see more content like this, check out my channel, Carlstone13. It should be right below the video if you're watching on YouTube, and you should be watching on YouTube. Right, that's how this works. And hit that subscribe button if you'd like to see more as soon as it comes out. Have a wonderful day. Hopefully I'll see you in the next video. This has been Carlstone13. Bye bye.